Round 12 has come and gone, Indigenous round, and Newcastle, well, what a relief. A victory on home soil, 18 points to 10 over the red-hot Manly Seagulls, who'd won 6 of their previous 7. Quite the match at McDonald-Jones Stadium. Rowan Sims, Darren Lockyer with me for the final whistle to wrap it all up. Good to see you both.
Grace.
What did you make of that match, Lockie? Unexpected results, going on form at least.
As the game wore on, you could just see Newcastle, they just didn't want to let it slip. It was a great win for them. Manly, they started well, and I think the Knights, just on the back of that sin bin, they scored that first try, and they just got confidence off the back of that. So it was a great win, huge upset, and gets their season back on track.
And look, the first try that Manly scored was a well-constructed try. The second was just, a transition, just a drop ball, and then Saab's speed got them away. But I thought even to start the game that the Knights looked like they were really controlling well. Tommy Trbojevic came up with a couple of try-saving tackles right on the line. So they were definitely, pushing right from the get-go. But I thought Tex Hoy was very good tonight. Connor Watson was very good. And the middle forwards for the Knights were very, very strong.
The Saifidi twins were awesome, excellent, and I just think they did a great job on Turbo.
Yeah.
Turbo trying to influence the game, but as you see there, it meant so much to the Knights tonight. So well done.
Yep, it did indeed. We'll catch up with that man, the try scorer at the death, in just a second. But first, Bradman Best with Andrew Johns.
Bradman, what a win. How good was that?
Yeah, it was very good. A very tough win tonight. We owed it to a lot of people. It's probably not the start we wanted, but to come out here and to get the job done like that, tough, gritty win, it was good. It's a real good feeling.
Felt like the further the game went on, you could see the confidence, not only as a team, but in the individuals really lifting. Yeah,
definitely. I think that's what we've been lacking, a bit of self-belief and a bit of confidence. And tonight, I think, all the boys got around each other. We're throwing the ball around. We're backing each other. And, I think that's what got us the win, just our self-belief.
Now, how will the best household be? Because your father played for Manly, Roger.
Yeah.
Does he still go for Manly?
Nah, I think I've switched him to the Knights. So, I grew up, we all supported Manly, but it's always good when we come up against Manly and get a win over them. So, it'll be good.
Well done, mate. Enjoy the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bradman Best, isn't he a star on the rise there with Joey? On the back of that win, let's bring in another one of the standouts for this Newcastle team, Daniel Saifidi. Daniel, congratulations. A win against a side like Manly in the form they're in at the moment. Always a big thing, particularly, though, at home in front of your home crowd.
Yeah, definitely. The past few games at home, we haven't performed well, and they always come out and support us no matter what. So I think it was just good to get a win for them, and also our confidence going forward.
Daniel, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on a wonderful forwards try right beneath the sticks, making it easy for your kicker. What I really liked tonight, though, was that battle that you had going with Marty Tapau in the middle.
Yeah, I always think when you play good players, it brings the best out of you. And he's one of the game's best props, and they've been in red hot form, Manly Seagulls. So we talked about it, making it personal before the game, and I'm just happy we got the 2 points.
Yeah, Daniel, today, everyone's been talking about Tommy Trbojevic and his influence on the game, but the Knights, you did your homework on him. You kept him quiet.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think they were 5 from 6 when he came back from injury, and we knew shutting him down would go a long way to winning the game. And I thought the guys on the edges really did well, identifying him early in shapes and limiting his impact. So I'm really proud of the boys and the effort they put in at home.
Daniel, before we let you go, as we speak right now, no official announcement on Brad Fittler's Blue squad. Have you received a phone call in the last 24 hours from Freddie?
Nah, nothing. So see how it goes. I've played the last couple of years there, and it's an arena you want to play in, and I love playing in it. So if I'm lucky enough to get picked again, I'll put my hand up, that's for sure.
Go check your phone, you never know. Of course, he would have been watching with interest this afternoon. We're hoping your teammate Tyson Frizzell has come out of that feeling okay after hurting his ankle. Well done, enjoy the win.
Thanks, guys, appreciate it.
Daniel Saifidi on the back of Newcastle's win this afternoon at McDonald-Jones Stadium. The form they're showing off the back of today, can you start to build? That's a question I want to throw to Andrew Johns, who's there where Daniel just was. Joey, I can tell by your interview with Bradman, you loved what you saw.
Oh, it was really courageous, considering the players they had out. I know Manly were missing some players, but the Newcastle Knights missing players in key positions, obviously Ponga and Pearce. Some of those young blokes, you could see every minute the game went on, they were in the fight. You could see them lifting and building in confidence. So moving forward, when they get their gun players back, it's good signs for Newcastle.
Certainly is. Let's get into some of the issues from around the grounds from the weekend that was. A bit of discussion already halfway through the season, Lockie, about potential Rookie of the Year. We've got a couple of early contenders, Sam Walker and you'd imagine Reece Walsh, the two going head-to-head. Very early days for Joseph Sawali.
Yeah, I think those three are a step above the others that are out there. But I think Sam, he was rested last week. I think he's sort of plateaued out a little bit, but that's going to happen with rookies. But Reece Walsh, and he's been phenomenal. But Sawali, I think he's growing in confidence with every game.
And I think what I like about Sawali is that he's not trying to overplay his hand. He's just playing what's in front of him, and that means that he's got to be able to build on that, which is fantastic. But Reece Walsh, he's an absolute talent. That footwork is just phenomenal.
It's freakish, isn't it?
Oh.
I mean, it hurts. He was in our system at the Broncos and we've lost him. But it's good to see him going so well. And Sam Walker has got great vision. I think Joey's the one that said he's a 10-year halfback there at the Roosters, and you can see some of the things he's doing at such a young age is so
incredible.
impressive.
Who's your pick so far, Andrew?
Someone hasn't closed the freezer here. I just want someone to close the freezer door. My pick would probably be Sam Walker. A photo finish in front of Reece Walsh. Reece Walsh the other night, he did some things. That 90-metre try where he scored against the Cowboys, and he got to the end, he changed his hands 2 or 3 times to fend off and get the ball over. It was incredible.
Now,
incredible.
Away from the youngsters, Andrew, keen to get your thoughts on what's happening with Canberra. Another fade out, giving up another lead, this time against the Roosters. Can you put a pen through them for 2021?
Oh, definitely. There's some dramas there. Everyone knows what's happening with George Williams wanting to go home, and it looks like there's a real split in the camp. It's a real tough one because, George Williams has let it known that he's homesick. There's a part of me that says, you know what, you signed a contract, you know where you're going, you've got to see it out. But when someone, talks about mental health, it's a really tough one because everyone sort of sits back and has to take a breath. But what we saw the other night, considering the players who were out for the Roosters just wiped them in that second half. So, yeah, some dramas down there at Canberra for sure.
Is Ricky the man to fix them, Lockie?
Oh, it's hard. I mean, they do look like a fractured club at the moment, and they're not playing with any purpose. So how do you get the players back? It's not easy. So you either lock yourself in a room and you have a massive honesty session. That's the only way to get through it.
Seems to be some genuine disgruntled players there, no doubt about that at the moment.
Well, it is, and look, this happened a couple of years ago, and then they got them back on track for a good couple of years, and now it's happening again. So, listening to Ricky talk about it, he says it's the bounce of the ball's just not going away, and especially when you're not winning, it's very difficult. Everything is harder when you're not winning. Your injuries hurt more. Everything is exacerbated. So it is a very difficult position to be in.
Andrew, there was a lot of people happy to put a line through the Cowboys early in the year. They're winning and winning in style too. Scott Drinkwater really putting himself up in lights this year, but the North Queensland side's already recruited Chad Townsend and Tom Dearden for season 2022. Where does Scott fit into their plans, do you think?
Well, he has to be their number one playmaker moving forward. I saw him the other night. He was the difference, really, when they played the Warriors. And you've seen the clips here. He's an out-and-out top-line half or 5'8". So I don't know what happens there. Chad Townsend was actually dropped today from the Cronulla team, and they won by 30-odd. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Your guess is as good as mine. But for me, Scott Drinkwater, he's the main playmaker for that team, that club for the next, 10 years.
I think you're looking... Sorry, Joey, you're still a bit chilly.
No, not at all. Loving it.
I think it's about who you complement your halves with. So if Drinkwater's your 6, then it's got to be Dearden or Townsend at 7. Holmes is going good at fullback, so it's an interesting. To me, there's one too many there right now, or next year, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, Joey, we'll let you go. I know it's your hometown, but it is a little chilly, so
Thank you.
skedaddle, mate. Find the closest person, get your cuddle.
What's this show called? The Final Whistle?
Oh, yes.
This will be in line for a Logie.
Yes, mate. With you involved?
Maybe not. Yeah. I'll give you a tip. I won't be involved next week.
Get the violin out. Love it. Thank you, Andrew. Love your work, as always. One quick game here in the warm studio before we do wrap up. On the clock, get the timer going. Quick answer's a good answer. First one for you guys. Roo, the biggest issue for the Eels right now is?
Their defence.
Okay. Biggest issue for the Eels at
Confidence.
the moment? Lockie? Okay. The Bulldogs, their first half effort was? Lockie?
Positive. Good signs.
For you, Roo?
Encouraging.
Okay, second half, not so much. The best venue for Origin 1. Origin 1. I'm going to go to Roo
Stadium
first
Australia.
on this one. Big stadium in Sydney. Sydney, Brisbane, Sydney. Lockie, the best stadium for Origin 1 is?
Townsville.
Townsville.
He was about to say Stadium Australia.
No.
Queensland Country Big Stadium. Man of the match for Origin 1. Could you give me a name, an early one, 10 days out?
Cherry Evans.
Roo?
The teams haven't been named
I don't
yet.
care.
The only one I know that's definitely in is Isaiah Yeo.
I'm just hoping Daniel Saif's. Otherwise, that
After
interview's
you
going to be
stitched him up.
really awkward. Oh, dear idea. We're done here. Thank you, gang.
Thank you.
Do you reckon Joey's still there?
No, mate, I reckon he's in his car with the heater on.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're done. That's the final whistle for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back, hopefully with Andrew same time next week. Bye for now.